Hey guys, back again, and I have something to tell you guys. You see, I've been doing this project management course, and I've just found out that I've been doing it since May, which is a good, June, July, August, September, October, November, no, in December. So yeah, it's been a good 7 months, and I've been taking it slow, thinking that it's split up into 3 phases, and I thought that the first phase would be coming to an end soon. And I've just discovered today that I'm 3 out of 10 in my progress in it. So I now have to probably work about, I'd literally have to go through and study 2.5 times faster than I currently am doing in order to get the course done, or in order to get step 1 done, to then have enough space to cram step 2 and 3 in before the course ends, because it ends after a year. So I'm feeling pretty stressed out because I've been spending most days quite relaxed, quite happy about it, because I do say about 16 slides of of these online courses, and then I would then go get some lunch and just do some thinking about some other stuff and plan out other stuff, maybe work on one of my videos, maybe do some planning out on Obsidian of things like the diet or time frames that I have in mind for next year or something, and then be able to then go and cook for everyone and then have that done. And that was how I was going to set myself the 2 things to do each week. But now I found out that I'm on the 3rd course out of 10, and it's taken me 7 months to get to the 3rd course. Now admittedly, I haven't been actually, I probably spent maybe a good 5 months not actually really focusing, and maybe just straight up ignoring it. But yeah, yeah, it's only been it was only really just before I went that, and just after I've got back now for about a month that I've been working at it. Yeah, and probably in a month I've been able to get through 1 of the courses, and I've got 7 more that I need to do. 8 more that I need to do. And I don't have 8 months, I have 5 months. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty stressed out. So me and my girlfriend, we were just talking, and we've got multiple options. If they allow me to get an extension, then I'll extend it by 2 or 3 months and maybe pay £600 or something, and that's okay. But I should then probably also get a job as well. And then there's also the matter of thinking about that as a thing, where am I going to work, and that opens up its own thing. And then there's also the other parts of that feeds into how much income we're going to have next year. If I'm I was kind of expecting, and I really should have, hindsight's 2020, but I should have, when I first did it, I should have double checked how long these things take and planned it out strategically, rather than just thinking I could just get it done in 3 months or something. Yeah, because I saw on the thing it's 3 to 9 months, and I was like, oh, hey, I'll just do 6 or something. But no, with my pace, I'm probably not good enough for that. And I think that's because I do have a slower mind, and also I find it hard to work out what's necessary. I always write out of context to the things I need to remember, because it makes it easier to remember. but obviously context takes time compared to just bullet points. So yeah, we've got a lot of ideas floating around. Like, should I get a job and get an extension to it? If the extension isn't possible, what are we going to do? What kind of systems do we come up with? And then also I've got in my head I've got the thought of like the person who just kind of almost gives up and goes, oh my god, this is just too much stress. But obviously I can't listen to that one. And this is a video, and I bring this up specifically because this is the perfect chance for me to be put under pressure and to quickly evolve systems and find something that's going to be helpful. You know, the experience of this could potentially help me when someone else needs my help in them having a short deadline. So our strategy for overcoming the stress is that Rara's going to cook and she's going to take over that role, and I will work an extra day in the week, because originally I was setting up doing 5 days a week, and then having 2 days off where I didn't have to think about it. But I'll do 6 days a week now and have 1 day off, and instead of doing 15 slides or something per day, I'll do 40. And so I'll just dedicate the time to doing, say, 15 slides and then a break, and getting breakfast, and then another 15 slides and then going for a walk, and then doing another 10 slides. And when you break it down more like this, I think it makes it feel more like it's okay. If I keep to that schedule, I can get this done in about 9. I can get this first stage done in about 9 weeks. And everything else beyond that will always be tight as well. So I'm going to have 3 weeks to do the second stage. And then I'm going to have to have about 4 weeks to get the exams done. And then I'll have 2.5 weeks before the thing's terminated. And I just hope that either they let me have an extension, or that they don't count them recruiting me as part of this year purchase. If they do, then hopefully there's some kind of extension to it. If not, then I'm screwed, but there's always ways to come out of these things. It may be that I'm screwed for that moment, but I can always, there's always a new possibility. And yeah, this is just a very good situation for me to be able to be put through a hardship, so then I can grow and learn and find new ways of doing things. And it also means that, in a way, you also get to see if I'm actually even good enough for this, and it will put me in a position where I can then help others, because if they come to me and they're super stressed out about their situation, then I'll have thought through the ways that I've done things to help, and then I'll have some trusted ways of doing things that I can help them out with. But yeah, so it means that for 6 out of 7 days a week, I'm going to be sitting at the computer for maybe 4 hours every day, just writing and just clicking through slides. And I'm just worried that I'm going to be in a position, I mean, I know this is all first world issues, don't get me wrong, I'm privileged to be here, but I'm just wondering that I might just get burnt out by that. But again, this will be a good test of it. It'll be a good test to see how strong I am as a metal, or whether I'll just burn in the furnace. And I'll just keep on psyching myself up, saying I'm a strong metal, or I know, whatever. But yeah, I want to share this because I think it will be a good opportunity for you to be able to see how I cope under pressure, and it'll be a good challenge. By the way, look how terrible my hair is. It really is receding. It's very sad to see. I guess we might as well go genuinely might get a hair transplant at some point in my life. Maybe I'll go bald and then I'll have a hair transplant. That'd be funny. I'll have like a couple of years of just actually having no hair, and then everyone gets used to it, and then I then have hair, and everyone's like, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed because I feel like it's like I'd planned. I was thinking, okay, well, I'm on this third course. There's probably what maybe like I was sort of like I'm a little bit stressed out, but there's probably only like one more or something after this, and then I'll realistically be able to get that done by like, say, halfway through January, and then I'll then have like, then I'll have the whole of February to get the project management thing done, and then I'll have the whole of March to get it done. And it was a bit stressful because it's been more time constrained, and I'd hope that I could get it done, a month or two, or maybe even 3 months before its deadline. But now when I found this out, I'm very stressed out because it pushes all those things in my head that I was thinking about for next year, like, forwards in time. I'm going to have less money, so potentially we won't be able to do as many things as we wanted to do next year. Because there will just be more time next year that's dedicated to doing the project management thing, where I won't be able to go and earn money because I'll be doing this. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not very much in a bad position, but for me, it seems like a bad position, and I think that's just essentially because of privilege, because this is kind of the worst it's ever been. But no, I mean, I think I've been in more stressful situations than this, but in a certain way, yeah, it kind of is also one of the most stressful positions I've been in, and that's an extremely privileged position to be in. But it feels like the most stressful thing I've ever been in, or one of the most stressful things I've ever been in. So even though people have been through other stressful things, it's probably, like, in how I experience it, it's the same as how they've experienced the most stressful thing, because it's just the most stressful thing. So yeah, no, I'm very lucky to have this issue, obviously, but it's also still an issue, but it's also an opportunity. So I hope that you will come along with me and you'll be able to see some great little tips and stuff come in. Yeah. Anyway, see you next week.